the best bets. It's the best bets of the week for UFC 299. Let's get right on into it with the parlays. The first one, of course, being the triple play. 3 people that I've given the edge to are put in a group into a parlay, and we reap the rewards. The first fighter is Michel Pereira. He's at minus 163 right now. I thought that was shockingly low, to be honest, for how insane and big Michel Pereira is. I was a little surprised that this was... Oh yeah, Mikhail Aleksejuk. Now I remember who he was fighting. In the last segment, I forgot who he was fighting. Oh my goodness. Now I remember Mikhail Aleksejuk. I just think Michel Pereira is just way better and way too much for Mikhail Aleksejuk in this one. Minus 163. Fantastic odds there. Next up, it's Mateusz the Gamer Gamrot. Minus 450. I believe he might actually be... Ooh, actually, no. I think he's the second biggest favorite on the card behind Almabayev. But yeah, I mean, RDA, again, I said this earlier, he's going downhill a little bit. Gamrot, still peak Gamrot. He's got the pace. I just think it's going to be a little too much for RDA. Then we've got, to round it out, the Hulk. It's Iwan Kutelaba. Minus 150. So this is actually these are very good odds for parlays. I love this. Minus 150. We love it. You add that all together. Oh, and by the way, of course, that's because Lynn's getting older. I just don't think that he can handle the pressure and the insanity that is Iwan Kutelaba. You add that all together. Michel Pereira, Mateusz Gamrot, Iwan Kutelaba, and you get plus 229. Fantastic odds for a parlay. Love that. And as always, we put... Why did that not show up with my button? 1 unit on that. We always put a single unit on the triple play. Next up, the Grand Slam. That's, of course, where we give out 4 fighters. Well, we put 4 fighters into the parlay. Why do I always fuck up how I say that? We put 4 fighters into the parlay there for the Grand Slam, and you would be shocked to know that we have even better profit in general with the Grand Slam, less so for the triple play. So we actually usually do better on the Grand Slam, and we will jump into that right now. It will open up with Asu Almabayev, minus 450 right now. Hey, we got somebody in the chat. Yo Grinza. What's up? We're continuing though. Minus 450 Almabayev. That's the first leg. Again, I don't think Vergara has the grappling to deal with that. Pereira again. Just think he's much better than Mikhail Aleksejuk on this one. Minus 163. Fantastic odds. We love that. Moving on again to Despine. Minus 334. Josh Parisian just really isn't that good. So I really think that the striking here is going to be way too much for him to deal with. And we're probably going to see an early finish. I hope anyway. Knock on wood, obviously. Next up, to round out the Grand Slam, it's Macy Barber, minus 200. I'm a little more worried about this one, but I just think, again, she's a lot younger. She's more well-rounded. She's got the pace. She's super aggressive. You know, Saramanara, formerly Shukagian, kind of on the way out, fairly one-dimensional. I just think Barber can get it done, and she's at minus 200 right now. You add all those together, we've got Almabayev, Pereira, Despine, Barber. That gives us the odds of plus 285. Looking good. And for the Grand Slam, we always put down half a unit for the Grand Slam. Moving on to the last 2 bets. It's the top dog, That's our most profitable bet all the time. Top dog. Who is the best underdog of the week? It's Pedro Munoz. I gotta go with Pedro Munoz. I did say this was even earlier, which I mean, I usually do when I'm gonna be picking an underdog. But for this one, it's because Kyler Phillips kind of has a lower pace. He's good, but he does have a lower pace. Pedro Munoz, the opposite of that. He is very fast and has a very, very high pace for activity with the striking and everything. He's super well-rounded. This is definitely an occasion where we could see... Actually, this might be one of our best underdogs to cash in, plus 175. I've got a good feeling about it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying this is one of those ones that we have a very good chance of winning. I wonder if you agree, if you want to leave something in the chat there. But yeah, I'm picking plus 175 Pedro Munoz. I like the odds on that. I mean, those are great odds for that, because I think it should be at least even. Minus 120, minus 130 or something. But yeah. And as always, we've got 1 unit on Pedro Munoz. Finally, the last bet of the evening. It's the sniper pick, which took a little bit of a dip last week after Basharat completely fucking blew that. But I'm still going to drop that. I'm a little bit higher up now, minus 500, minus 550, somewhere around there. I got him at minus 450, though. He is just kind of one of those guys. I think he was 18-1 or something like that. Super, super consistent. The style matchup is terrible for CJ Vergara. He even has the edge. Hey, you got Munoz as well. That is great to hear, Grenza. I love to hear that. That makes me feel a lot better. That is great. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Asu Almabayev, the style, but also, yeah, right. He had the debut against Ode Osborne. He won to win 2 units and go up with a big profit on the night.